Good morning. Happy Tuesday the 15th. God, that was hard work, wasn't it? I don't know what day it is. I don't know what date it is, so yeah, don't know. Oh, the fringe isn't too bad, a bit of a curl there. Yeah, I brushed my hair, but I've been running around. It's bed day today, and I hate bed day. I just hate the process of it. I'm quite motivated. This morning, I don't know why I'm motivated. I think because I'm tiring myself, that's why. And that always works for me, gives me a bit of, I don't know, kick up the backside to stop moaning, just get it done. Can't stand moaning. Yeah, so I'm going to share my project with you, but I'll come back later because I do need to get it done. But what was I doing last night? Last night I was sitting on the couch, Mr. Jacks, as we do. He was watching Ryan Reynolds' film, I think. And I was sitting at the table first of all, and then I went and watched a bit of TV. But you didn't need to know all that. I was working on my Toft. Oh, you know, my word for the year is challenge. Challenge myself. Because if you don't challenge yourself, I'm a great believer, you don't challenge yourself, you're never going to improve, are you? Like in your life, in your, I don't know, at the moment we're talking crafting, so in your craft. But it's hard, like, to challenge yourself because you get comfy, don't you? You get in a groove, and the hardest thing is change, I think, for us humans. Wow. So, I was knitting this, well, not knitting this pattern, that's why it would have gone wrong from doing a crochet pattern. So I was crocheting this pattern, and I posted on Instagram that I'd managed to do the head, and I was so proud of myself, And I thought, right, okay, let's get a bit more done. So I did. But I did the head, and then I was crocheting. I thought, oh, I don't know. Yeah, this doesn't look right. You ever had that when you're working on a project, whatever it is? And so I've made those two Toft monsters last year for my grandsons. Made one for my daughter, I think, the year before. So I was fairly confident that I could have a good go at this. And I was saying to my husband, I really don't think this looks right. I said, I don't know. I think Kerry's made a mistake. And I had that with Stephen West when I did the Dustland hats last year. He called something in the pattern something. And I thought, yeah, that's not it. I'm going to do what I think it was seed stitch or something. So I did it. And yeah, when I looked, I'd done the completely wrong thing. So it wasn't Stephen. That's why he's so successful. And I'm still learning. Well, I'm thinking, I had the same thought last night. I thought, oh, Kerry, bless her. She's made a mistake with this pattern. And I kept going. And I didn't throw it in the corner, which I might have done at the beginning of my crafting journey. And I am at the last row of finishing this. And I thought, I don't know. I think just leave it, don't pull it back. I think you're going to have to phone a friend tomorrow and just see and sort of have a conflab, whatever. And then I don't know what made me do it. I'm stuffing in my head. I've got like Jeanette's voice saying to me, stuff it within an inch of its life, stuff it within an inch of its life. I was like, oh, okay. So I was stuffing it. So that's the head. Well, that's the head. That's the right way around. So that's the head. Then I had to carry on a bit more. And then I'm like, that doesn't look right. That doesn't look anything like that at all. And I thought, oh, I don't know, perhaps my tension's off. And then I was having to do a bit more, and oh my words, I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna. Well, I thought I'd have to fudge it, but then I thought, well, I'm putting it on Instagram because I'm following this Cal by Martin of Blog 365. I've been watching Jeanette for years, and she does the most amazing projects. I thought, I just want a little bit of Jeanette in me. I just want to be able to do this. And then for some reason, turned it upside down. And you know when you have a light bulb moment. This is the right way round. I had got it upside down. So that's not the head. That's not where I was starting. It was a body that I was finishing. I still think I've got a bit more stuff in there. But oh my word, I couldn't stop laughing. I couldn't believe that I honestly thought this was the head. In my head, you know, yeah, in my head, you'd start from the head and work down, because I was thinking about it. I want to read the monsters. I need to get the book. When I get the monsters, you choose your head and you start with the head and you work your way down. So I think that's what I got in my head. But by the way, hey, there was me thinking, yeah. So she's nearly done, and there's her ears. So I'm really happy that I managed to do it. So, shall we see? Ta-da! Yeah. Ta-da! What should I put there? Should I peek around like that? Oh, you can see all my hair sticking out. That's good, isn't it? I can't believe I was so stupid, but there we are. But yeah, look. Oh my word, I can't believe I've got that far. So it's legs. And it does actually say on the pattern, body and head, to do this bit. Yeah. So I'm happy with that. Really, really happy with that. Right, I'm going to go because it's 7 minutes already. It's going to be another long one. I'm so sorry. I keep talking too much. It's because I like your company, that's why. So see you later. Go to that bedroom. Hello. Just about to go on a Zoom. I'm taking my easy knitting project on my litmus cow. I've just seen Bags' face. He's been out with my husband. Oh my word, it's hilarious. I don't think my daughter will be too happy. But yeah, just keep in mind, we live in the country. So we don't have like pristine house dogs. We have country dogs. So sometimes they're a bit messy. Let me go and get him. Right. Bags, where have you been? Come here. Oh my word, look at your face. Look at your face. Is the camera really picking that up? Sit. 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 Oh my word, your mum's going to have a fit. She's going to have a pink fit when she sees. Oh, look at you, Bob. You've been in the pond, haven't you, this morning? You're going to show me. You're going to show me. You look so bad. Sit. 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 Oh my word. Don't bite my fingers. Oh my word. Look at you. You've been digging holes. You've been digging holes. Bonnie? No, Bonnies. Next one, Max, sit. Sit. Don't bite me. Oh, right, and look at the princess. She just knows, she just sits, she just waits because she's a good girl. Did you get any, Bob? I can't remember. So you might be getting double portions. Oh. Hello. Oh, anything to get out of finishing the bedroom. I was doing so well, and then I stopped. We had brunch rather. We had, you might not like this either, we had kippers, but in the bag. I do like the other kippers, but makes the house neat. Yeah, so kippers, poached egg, and fresh wholemeal bread and butter. So yeah, lovely. And then I had an impromptu Zoom, which was really nice. Right, I promised to come on and have a little chat about, well, my projects. I've just been gathering them. I'm like, oh my word, come on, girl, pull it back, pull it back. So I'll start, I think, with finished objects or nearly finished objects. Yeah. So I have my lovely I think it's called the Spring Garden dishcloth. Ta-da! Yeah, so posh in my house. I block all my block all my dishcloths and my socks. It's only just because I've seen it other podcasters do it, and I think if we can, especially if you're going to give it as a gift, it just looks nicer. So that just needs the end woven in. And then I was working on a little impromptu corner to corner blanket. So ta-da! And that's finished. And it literally is just sort of, you could wrap the baby in it when it's here, but it's just, I think this is the way. Yeah, this is the way. It's a little car seat blanket in the Moses basket. And I used King Cole Comforts from my stash. Ta-da! And I used 2 100-gram balls, so that's 200 grams out of my stash. So that's good. The dishcloth was out of my stash, which was good. So I have that much, and then I've just realised I had a bag that this was in, and I've got a little bit. And I asked my daughter if she wanted tassels on the end, as she's having a girl now, and she said yes, please. So that's something I've got. And then the other project, well, there is, it's finished in theory. Is a little one I shared with you that was for the youngest baby. Those trousers are so adorable. And his little jacket, and I think we've all decided that now this is going to be the front, not the back, as the pattern states. So I had some yarn left over, so I've made like a little hat. I improvised that from a pattern. Yeah, so that was the pattern. Look at this baby. I don't know what was going on the photo shoot, but it's a Rico baby. This was yarn that I bought last year for my daughter-in-law because I didn't have the colours that she would like. She really likes mustard. And that was the pattern of the baby hat. I took the stitch count and then just copied the pattern off of the jumper. And this is how much I have left. Let me just double check. Yep, this is how much I've got left. So I've yet to do the pom-pom. My daughter watched my podcast when we were going meandering through my stash the other day, and she said she's seen it in the wardrobe, so I need to go and have a look. So I'll put the pom-pom on, and I think it's going to be a pair of mittens, because I found that pattern, didn't I, to make baby socks, and I have the remnants from the shawl that I made his mum, so I might do that. I don't know if once I've done the pom-pom whether there will be enough, but we will see. So I'm close to finishing that. As soon as I find the blooming pom-pom maker, do you ever lose something and it takes you forever to find it, and then you find it and it's in the most stupidest of places? You either don't know why you put it there, or you've looked and you've not seen it. I do it all the time. So that's that. So one was an intended cast on. One is, so that's, yeah, no, it was intended project, but wasn't cast on this year. And the dishcloth I'm just carrying on for the year. The blanket is an impromptu cast on, but that's finished. Oh, then I have my socks. I kind of forgot my socks. So I was working on the Bloom and Grow socks. I've done the cuff. Yeah, I've done the cuff, the leg, and my challenge now for this year is to improve my knowledge on heels. So I need to watch 2 of the videos that Bexy Norman mentions in her pattern. She doesn't include a heel. I think she said it's because of copyright issues, but I need to look at those. And I was using Mr. B's yarn, which is a really lovely spring colour. Well, it's Bird Street yarn now, but it was it's on their old label. I think it's a colourway that they still do, and it was called Beach Coma. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful, isn't it? Really, really lovely. Hope that's picking it up. It's got a slight green to it. And that is in my beautiful bag that my friend Lindsay from Stitch Create Love made me for my birthday. It's beautiful. I love like this velvet. It's so soft. It's absolutely gorgeous. So it all matched perfectly, and the lining. Like the quality and attention to detail. Just so lovely. And then this, I ordered a bag from Jeanette from Crafty Clegg, and the little monkey made me a little special present and put it in. She's a monkey, but I love her. So that's that. And I made a decision. Yeah, I'm making a lot of decisions, you can see, this week. Decisions or excuses. I have a sip of my herbal. I'm intended to finish my 2021 whips, so I'm going to have current whips and 2021 whips. So far I've kept one of my goals, which is to try and use as much of my stash yarn, which is good. And then this, I've not got the pattern with me, it must be upstairs, but you will have seen this and you'll see me knitting on it. This is my litmus cowl by Jude of Stranded Dye Works. I don't think I've spoken about the history of this. This started on Prince Philip's funeral last year, so I cried my eyes out and just couldn't pick it up. And then I picked it up. January was a real slow start for me, and it's kind of continued with, especially what's happening in the world at the moment, that I just need something that is simple and kind to me. I do a lot of reflecting, and it's helping me, well, try and put some of it into some kind of perspective. So I've sort of been working along there, working along. Look at this. Yeah, working along. So I got to here last Thursday, and on Thursday, little bunny comes and he will not go to sleep. I've got a cot, a travel cot. I've got a double bed he can sleep in. No, doesn't want that. So he's decided that he wants to sleep in my little sewing room upstairs, but on one of the chairs, which I've got a little recliner. And we have to have it at a certain position. He can't sleep flat. I don't think he can get right back flat, but he can get like semi-flat. He has to sleep half sitting up, half laying down, has his bottle, and then he positions himself and he's fine. But I have to stay in the room, which is fine, and I will do. So it gives me an hour's knitting. So I was there last week and I thought, oh, this is kind of going on forever. Even though I've really enjoyed it, I think that soothed me. So I've got to here and I'm like, right, okay, I need an end goal in sight. So I worked it out that I think I had 22 strips to go, and I'd got 11 days till the end of the month, I think, or was it 42? But whatever, I had to do 2 a day. So that was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday, so I'm ahead, and I'm on Thursdays. So I think I'm quite happy that sort of evolved over time. It's still given me comfort knitting, and I think this has taken the place of my second sock. I normally perhaps do 1 or 2 socks a month. Well, I did last year. And I'm really happy with that. Oh, so I think, yeah. Oh, it's going to be lovely, isn't it? It is really going to be lovely. Really lovely. So I'm happy with that. So this is where my thought process is. So that's one of my 2021 makes. I think I finished a couple of others. So I think I'm into single figures now. I need to do a podcast. I lost my confidence in the sense of I got things planned and then it just didn't happen because my phone was full, but I just need to do it. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one of socks, I have like a few crochet projects, one of crochet and then one of knitting, and then I'll be back to normal. Well, as normal as I can be. And then what did I start? I have got a bag, but well, not a bag, a basket by my bed, and I've got two or three project bags in there. And I just sort of thought, I'll have a look in there, see what's in there. I don't think there is a project in there. Oh, excuse me. But what there was, so this is the bag. And this is like, oh no, that's an old book. And I had these in there, which I thought I had used. I had 3, excuse me. So these cakes. I thought, oh, what do I do? Yeah, Fred's, the little tea leaf, has taken all the blankets, so I'm sort of scurrying around trying to find a blanket for Benjamin. I thought, I know, I'll make him a blanket. I'm like, oh, you've got too much on. I thought, I know, I can just like slide it in, and I'll do it. And I'll just do around a day, and eventually it will get bigger, and then eventually it will be big enough for him. I was telling my daughter this, she was laughing her head off. So I wanted to have a go at a crochet blanket. Should it take a rectangular crochet blanket? She was going to take you forever. I said, no, but there's no hurry. I'll just make a bit, and each week it comes, it'll get bigger and bigger. So this is where I am. Look at this already. And I think because I've been spending a fair bit of time editing, it's just been on my desk, and I just love it. I am thinking now that perhaps, let me get my shelf. Right, here's a shelf. Right, are we ready? The shelf, and yeah, see, that's why I was made with multiple chins. Right, okay. So, yeah, that's really not a good picture, is it? A good angle. I didn't read the pattern. I just kind of watched Bella Coco. I didn't even know how many I was supposed to cast on, but I've done that. Maybe if I was going to do another one, I might make it slightly longer. I'm sorry. But I'm doing it. And yes, I really, really like it. Show my daughter. She likes green. Any green. That's her favourite colour. So yeah. So I need to measure it really. It's still not big enough for him, but I've got to the point where I am. This is my yarn bowl on the desk. It had my chocolate Brazils in it all, but I've eaten them. I've eaten all of them. So yeah, I look like chocolate Brazil as well. That was before Lent. So that's what I've got left. So I now have to wind some of this up. So I do have a question for you. So a little bit of homework or a little bit of hard work, I don't know. Have you ever knitted with a cake? It doesn't matter what cake it is. I'd like to know what you've knitted and how you've approached it. I just thought you started at the beginning, carried on until you'd finished. But I'm aware, looking on Ravelry, that people have taken them out and rolled them all up, which is what I've done for this blanket, and it's worked out really well. So that's the last of the 3 colours. Oops. That I have. There's 4 different greens in there, and the green that I need is right there. So I'm just going to unwind that, roll that up, and then I can start that. There is no rush for this, but I'm just enjoying the process of working on it, and I have worked on it quite a bit while I've been doing the editing. Obviously it's going to get to a size probably by the end of March. When I finish doing my March vlogs, I will just pick it up and do around the day. God, that was hard work. That was hard work retrieving that sentence from my mind. My brain? Yeah, I don't know. I am trying to control myself because I'm finding, do you find this? That you think of something and then you're like, oh, that's where I am. But I've got one project in mind. I think we were stash diving last night, and that is the slip stitch party, and it's beautiful. So I have made my choices. So I think this is, let me get the yarn. Save me stretching. Bear with me. Right. It's an Isabel Kramer pattern, it's a paid for pattern, so I've limited the amount of information that I can give you. But on Ravelry, it's 6 colours, and the eye can quite clearly tell you that that first bit is 2 colours. So I have chosen these 2, and I think you can knit it whatever colour you want, but the colours caught my eye as well. So I'm going to knit those 2 colours as my first choice. And it is an asymmetrical shawl, starts off a point and gets wider. So I'm going to do that. Then I need some cream to go into it. So I've got plenty of the cream, and this is my pounder ball yarn. And then, yeah, there's a bit of mustard in it. Can you see, sort of there and there with the cream. So I've got that. And I was desperate to knit this, and I started knitting Alfie a jumper years ago, and I used this, and then there was like a beautiful chocolate, and all I could see was a Twix. So I undid it and put it back in the box. Now it says you need a grey and a blue. So I think that blue there, yeah, will look like that. I think that will go. And then it's a grey. Now, in my box of tricks, I have got that. I got that for £1 a ball. So that cost me £10 to get that. I've got the light grey, and then I've got the dark grey. And I don't quite know what to use, because at the back of my mind, I quite like to have a go at the, is it Dustland Shawl by Stephen West. I made the hat for Alfie last year and really enjoyed the different texture. So I think I'm not going to make a decision until I get a bit further down. I'll get this bit first. I have also got another blue that I could perhaps put in there instead, and I think that will work. So I have 5 colours that I've definitely decided to use. So it's those 2, that, and that. So that's my 5 colours. Oh, look at those. Aren't they lovely? Look at me, it's all cream on it. Yeah, I need to cast it on yet. And then I either have the dark grey, the light grey, which I'm not going to open. Well, I can open that pocket. The packet, it's not going to make any difference, is it? Just going to be able to make it go back in. Oh, right now, well, no, I haven't opened it, so where it starts. Right. Or the light grey. And the reason I'm hesitating on using the grey is because it hasn't got any silk in, as the others have. So my third option is to use that blue. Yeah, I think that's where I might go. We will see. We will see where the mood takes me. I feel yes. Oh, and I've got this, which is upstairs. A little jacket. So yes, I really need to control myself because that's way too much. Yeah. So I need to spend the next few days just finishing a few things off. And if you know where my pom-pom maker is, just leave me a message down below. So with that, I'm going to go, because I don't know how long I've been on here. Let me just put glasses on and then I can see. How long have I been on here? Oh, we're 20 minutes. Crumbs, it's going to be a long one, isn't it, today? Right, I'm going to come on and I'm just going to say goodnight to you quickly. Well, at least I'll have been back on. Right, I need to go and hoover that blooming bedroom floor. So I'll have to put my timer on and see how quick I can do it. Make a note. All right, bye.
And just like that, I'm done. And it's 5:05. Fiddling about, prancing about and all that kind of thing, and not concentrating on what should be doing today. So I started off really well and ended up as I do normally, sidetracked. We'll just come on to show you. That's the little cardigan, bolero jacket thing. Got cast on once in it. I started knitting. I have the urge to knit. So I finished the back. They're just tiny. So that's the back. Looks massive with the armholes. But this is what I knitted this morning. And then I'm thinking, oh, it's not going to be the same. It's not going to match. So that's the left side. Yeah, that's the left side. And it doesn't even go down to the bottom. That's right, isn't it? No, it's here. The bottom. So I was a bit like, oh no, I've made a mistake. Or I haven't made a mistake, the pattern's made a mistake. Hasn't they? But the frills, I think, going to go all the way down there and pick that up, I think. So I have to read a bit further in the pattern. I've counted the rows I knitted for the back and the rows that the pattern's telling me to knit for the front. There's a 20 row difference shortage, but I don't think I actually have to knit those. I think I have to trust the pattern. Seems to be a theme here, doesn't there? Seems to be a theme. I think I know better, do something, and then I'm like, oh right, okay, pattern is right. So that's that. So yeah, so what we've got planned for the evening. I've requested, just been asked what I'd like for my dinner. So I've asked for a mushroom stroganoff. So low fat. What's he using? Crumbs. I can't remember. Too late. But low fat. So I've done my bed. So it's all done. And this is a little shawl that my daughter made me, and it normally hangs over the bedpost, and I just put it on from cold. And a couple of weeks ago when I was doing my room on a Tuesday, I just put it, I think, over the top bar. But then I've got some little, I don't know, these posts, posts for want of a better word, come up. There's little, I don't know, knob things on there. So I just hooked it over there. I think it looks quite pretty. So yeah, that's what rocks my boat. So I'm going to say good night. I hope you have a really nice Tuesday evening, and I will see you in the morning. And I think Mr. Jackson and I might be on a date. So we will see. See which way the wind blows. So good luck, my lovies, and I'll see you in the morning. Bye.